Greetings. Welcome to Seti Saturday, September the 23rd, 2023. Brought to you by Seti Inc. Seti Inc., the leader in digital economics, management consulting, wealth creation and financial development, wealth management, wealth security. We welcome you once again to the Seti Saturday event, the Seti Saturday show. We got a few wonderful things to share with you. This has been a wonderful week for us at Seti Inc. For our clients, we are doing well. Anyone should know that when you are invested in markets, regardless of what market it might be, stock market, bond market, commodity market, forex market, etc., there are always going to be ups and downs. And so what we and anyone seemingly who is involved in this would want to do is to operate in such a way, utilizing tools such as risk management, which we do, to enable us to have greater wins rather than losses. And so we have had a wonderful week. Our indicators helped us to dodge some bullets this week. A lot of people got hit with some things, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to pick up from what we did last week and further defining what decentralized finance is, what a decentralized protocol looks like, some of the base elements, if you would, so that we can be educated, right? People are getting slammed and hammered all over the place because they are not really involved in what's being taught or preached as decentralized finance. And as it is in many cases, when there's something new or something vibrant and people see things happening, some money's getting made, there will be the slimy scammers that sneak in and seek to take advantage of people, seek to wreak havoc, seek to really mar the good name of the industry, the good name of this advent of technology built upon blockchain, which really is built for us. It's built for the people. It's built for average, everyday people to benefit from, for us to take control of our financial wherewithals, to grow wealth, to create wealth. And yet, there are forces always that are going to be in opposition even to a good thing. So we want to educate you and educate people, and we hope that you would share, like, and spread the word. Please do so. Please make sure you share. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell other people, because we are enlightening people today about what tomorrow is going to look like. At Seti Inc., we say we invent tomorrow today. And in fact, the things that we're talking about right now, such as it is September 23rd, 2023, when we look back next year, lo and behold, I will dare say much of what we've talked about here will already be in full effect, and many of us will be affected. Some will be affected negatively, unfortunately, and others will be affected very positively. And so we seek here to educate. Now I'm going to bring in the presentation, if you will, just so we can move right into some things that we want to talk about today. All right. So number one, of course, who we are, Seti Inc. We are the leader in digital economic literacy and education. We teach wealth creation, digital finance, investment, business. We help companies set up. And what we're finding more and more, that there are many industries, many companies who are having more and more trouble being able to get capital, being able to finance their operations, right? This is not necessarily new per se, but we know that there is a squeeze. There is a squeeze in the economy. I'm not going to go into that. I may touch on that next week, why exactly there's a squeeze in the economy, why it's becoming more and more difficult for people to ascertain capital. Um, Personally and for business, what's really going on in the credit markets, etc. We may talk about that next week. But lo and behold, if you feel like it's tougher, if you feel like even though you got that raise, it's not making the difference that you thought it would, you're not crazy. And we're going to talk about why later. Now, as we go forward, we want to um, also just touch on make sure that you reach out to us. We offer free consultations. Uh, www.tassettiinc.com. You can see the full repertoire of um, acumens that we handle, different business protocols that we handle. We do many things for various clients, from nonprofits all the way through to small businesses, larger businesses, etc. So you can take a look at us there. And of course, reach out to us at customer service at tassettiinc.com to schedule your free consultation and learn how we can help you doing things like tax management, etc. Our four pillars: strategic planning, which is falls under management consulting, wealth creation and financial development, wealth management, wealth security. The goal always is to plan um, your activities for your family, for your business in such a way that you ultimately garner the success you're looking for, right? We want to take ourselves from wherever we happen to be and move ourselves forward, because everything is changing around us and it's changing very quickly. There are a lot of movements going on, and these things are happening globally. So when we see certain laws, or we see certain patterns from major corporations or major banks, central banks, etc., we need to understand that there's seemingly a collective activity among these entities that are forcing certain things into reality, right? And they're going to, well, they already are affecting us, and they're going to be affecting us more. So we'll be talking about all of that. Now, getting into where we left off in the last presentation, as to why we should begin to believe. We want to move away from the false narratives, from really the lies. I'm going to just say it: the lies that are being touted and taught as truths, but they're lies. They're made to confuse the public. They're made to make people run away from DeFi. And of course, obviously, if you've heard of some horror story from somebody, you might feel a certain way. But you should ask the question always. If you're talking to someone, even a friend or family member who got involved with something, and it didn't pan out well for them, ask them, number one, did you actually know what you were doing? Do you really know what you were involved in? A lot of people are getting involved with a number of things, and it is not really DeFi. It is not decentralized finance. It may be some convoluted, concocted, makeshift uh, something with components of DeFi, but it really is not. It's really not DeFi. So as we discussed last week, these two keywords you want to be looking for when you're dealing with DeFi projects or DeFi protocols: immutable, right? There should be some sense of there being immutability, right? Meaning that what you're involved in, whatever the rules are, whatever they tell you the rules are, whatever they're claiming they're doing, whatever that is, it should not be changeable really at all, or certainly without notice or efforts, or without you being able to get away from it. Because in DeFi, when something is launched on with a smart contract on the blockchain, it is immutable. It simply cannot be up and changed instantaneously because someone felt like they wanted to do it, right? So if you're not seeing that, problem, red flag, right? The second thing is trustless, right? The blockchain is trustless. I don't need to know you. I don't need to have any real knowledge about you. What I need to know is that your project or protocol is launched on the blockchain, right? I need to know the how the contract works. I need to understand those things. And once I do, I don't have to really worry about anything else, because I'm going to be able to see the interactions and transactions. So on the blockchain, when we're talking about real DeFi, We can see the money on the contract. We can actually see it. We can see money coming in. We can see money coming out. We know what's actually going on. We do not have to rely on any person per se or entity per se telling us anything, because the mechanics of the blockchain are going to do that for us. And so today, I want to talk about another aspect here, um, that can give us some faith and some ability to believe, to know, in fact, that when we are involved with decentralized finance, and I'm talking, this can be done across the board in numerous ways, right? These utilities, if you will, can be used for many, many things. In this case, we're talking about investing in projects and protocols, being able to earn wealth, right? At the pace that has never been seen really before in history, certainly outpaces what we call centralized investment finance or centralized investment protocols, such as the stock market, bonds, etc. The decentralized world far outpaces in terms of its ability, its possibilities to grow wealth, far, far, far greater than the centralized world. However, whenever there is a big money involved, we know that there are going to potentially be those who come to exploit the situation, right? And what they're really exploiting mostly now is ignorance. They're mostly exploiting people who don't understand, don't really know what they're doing and what they're involved in. And so we're here to give us some education, some knowledge. And when if you get involved with us, there are many things we can do. We have a club fund, in fact, that people who, you don't, because it takes really some time to understand and learn. There are many, many mechanics to this, but there are people we're working with who get involved in our club fund, and we are basically managing those things for them and helping them to win, right? And so you'll be hearing from more and more people who we're working for and working with who are winning, right? We want to tell you that this is possible. We want you not to be afraid. We don't want you to walk away from the great victory that many of us have been looking for, maybe even praying for, and it's right here in front of our eyes. It's the ability to win, but we have to be doing the right things. So today I wanted to talk about smart contracts. Just going to read this definition. Smart contracts are simply programs stored on a blockchain that run predetermined conditions, that run when predetermined conditions are met. Now, understand that part. Very, very critical, right? So once a smart contract is deployed on a blockchain, it starts working. Nobody has to go back and do anything. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. It's going to operate according to the code that is written in the contract. It is predetermined. So again, once before we even get into an investment possibility, when we're dealing with real DeFi, we're going to have knowledge of what it's all about beforehand. We're going to be able to see it. And we could get so intricate into this that we could literally have a developer or someone who can read the code actually go in and read the code. So that you can't even be lied to in this sense, because anyone who can actually go in and read the code, and the code is on the blockchain, it's trustless, it's transparent. We can see it, right? So we can know exactly what to expect. It goes on to say they typically are used to automate the execution of an agreement so that all participants can be immediately certain, right? Immediately certain, no guesswork here, immediately certain of the outcome without any intermediaries' involvement or time loss, right? Once again, we're removing the things that really might naturally or normally cause us fear or consternation or worry in any sort, because we're being able now to have technology that implements things without human beings having to stay on top of. No intermediaries necessary here, right? Nobody can just going to just jump in and stop things, and if they do, we're going to know about it. We're going to be able to see it. Again, they can also automate a workflow triggering the next action when conditions are met, right? So once again, And what we do, of course, at Tassetti Inc., we're going in, we're studying, researching, we're checking these things out on the behalf of our clients. And so when we're getting involved with many of these things, and this is why we tend to win much more than lose, is because we do the in-depth research, we do the risk management, we follow technical analysis, we do the things that make us successful. So we wanted to give us this today for greater understanding. Now we have three major components, if you will, that help us to ignite and have success in the world of DeFi, right? Immutable, trustless, smart contracts. These things help us to have success. This is why we can trust and have faith in the operations of DeFi protocols. This is not to say that there still won't be some risk, because there always is going to be risk in anything that we're talking about or doing whatsoever when money is involved, right? You open a business, there's risk, right? You do some kind of activity where finance is being raised, there's going to be risk. There's always going to be some amount of risk, but without risk, there's no reward. No risk, no reward. No risk, no reward. There's those two things are going to be there at the same time. What we want to be able to do, obviously, is understand any potential risk that we might be involved in and know how to mitigate such risk where it's less likely to cause us any harm. I want to also go today because I'm giving a special announcement. This is a call to action. We are very excited. We want to continue to make people understand and know, again, whether you're just a regular, average, everyday person seeking to change your financial situation, seeking to grow some wealth, seeking to be able to look for your future and your family's future down the line, or whether you're a business and you're needing what all businesses need, which is capital to grow. Um, we are we are we are moving and doing the things that are uh, enabling us, that are enabling and empowering people, entities, and organizations to grow, right? And so we are going to be having a major event coming up in October. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But to even employ you to move forward, not to sleep, not to waste time, but to get involved with a simple action of just registering, right? You can go right now and register for the event. And we're going to be giving away we're going to give away some actual crypto here, some money. That's what we're talking about, right? Via an airdrop. And what is an airdrop? An airdrop, a cryptocurrency airdrop involves sending coins or tokens to wallet addresses. Small amounts of cryptocurrency are sent to the wallets of persons for free or in return for a small service. So this is typically known in the DeFi world, the crypto world, as an airdrop, right? Somebody sends you money. Sometimes it's unexpected. Sometimes it is expected. Sometimes it's just to say thank you or hello or something of that nature. And sometimes it's for taking a certain activity. Well, in this case, we're going to be sending airdrops to at least 10 people, maybe more. But the first 10 people that register for our upcoming event in October, we haven't even set a date. We're talking about it now because we want to move us, the average everyday man and woman, towards success, towards wealth, toward understanding this technology, toward benefiting from the technology that we're so blessed to have in front of us. We know that it can benefit us because there are forces and powers that are seeking to take it away from us even before many of us are knowledgeable that it even exists. That shows you the power of it, because there are people putting obstacles already in front of you and I gaining access to this powerhouse of technology that will empower our ability to grow our finances, to grow our wealth, to change our very lives. And we're talking globally here. That's what the power of DeFi is doing. That's what it can do. So in October, coming up soon, is going to be in the later part of the month. We're going to announce the date probably next week. But when you start to register, the first 10 people to register, will get airdropped into a wallet. And if you don't have one, we're going to help you set up the wallet so that you can get your capital, your money, your crypto in your wallet for this major presentation coming up in October 2023, next month. We're going to send airdrops to you. We want to get you involved in the activities and make you knowledgeable about this space because it is the future, friends. It is the future. It is right now. I'm going to talk a little bit even how major banks right now are converting your fiat currency into digital currency. So digital economics is not going anywhere. You want to join us for our upcoming presentation. Again, make sure you share, you like, you spread the word. Seti Inc., we are the leader in digital economics, the leader in digital literacy. So once again, reach out to us. Check out the website, TieSetiInc.com. Make sure you schedule your appointment with us and begin to learn how you can change the conditions that you're facing in numerous ways with the various programs that we have for both families, individuals, and businesses, because our goal is to change the dynamic. Our goal is to change the lives of people across the planet, to empower the average everyday man and woman towards success. I want to thank you as always for joining me here, joining us at Seti Inc., joining us for Seti Saturdays. Look out for next week as we talk about some of the news that has been going on, because we want to continue to prove to us that this reality is right at hand. It is not on the way, it is happening now. We don't want you to not benefit from the great possibilities at hand. Thank you so much for joining us here at Seti Saturdays. We will see you next week.